There is a radical organization out there called Antifa. And Antifa are the ones who dresses in black, and they go out and attack other people, the good folks. And the media, and by the way, the children of the life of those who don't know, the liberal media, the Democratic Party, the RINO Republicans, the Never Trumpers, the black so-called leadership, Congressional Black Caucus, the Wicked Witch of the West, Maxine Waters, the first feminist president, the failure, Obama, Barack Obama, and Big Mama Michelle. They all, and most of the black preachers who are not called by God, but by their mama, and the liberal white preachers as well. So watch out, folks. If you are sons and daughters of God, you have to shine the light on the darkness and not be afraid of the darkness, but overcome it. So these Antifa people, whenever the good folks have a rally, they show up, and the media promotes them as the ones who are good because they use certain words to control you. They say that they're fighting against fascism, but they're the ones who are carrying out those acts. Fox News is reporting that on Saturday, about 40 alt-right and pro-white activists showed up in Charlottesville. And so the pro-white activists showed up just to have a rally, and they had permission to do it. They had their permit, and they have a right to do it. Because in America, you have the right to free speech, and you don't have to agree with them, but you don't have a right to stop them. Where the ones Antifa showed up in black, and they are evil, violent, radical people. And that's what the children of the lie do. When they can't stop you with fear, they attack. This is from Twitter. Antifa attacked journalists in Charlottesville, grabbing cameras and cursing.
Don't be shoving on people. What's wrong with you? Yeah, and get that out of my face. Bye. That's rude, man.
That's amazing. As we move forward, I'm going to show you how radical these people are who dress in black with mask on and things like that. Also, I want you to notice that as we move forward, the blacks are on the side of Antifa because black people take the side of evil over good. They're on the side of the people dressed in dark black. You got to wake up and pay attention to what is happening, because if you don't, it's over for our country. Whether you know it or not, the children of the lie, they want to take over America and turn it into a socialist society. Barack Obama worked overtime to do that, and that's why they desperately tried to get Cricket Line Hillary in there, because they wanted her to complete the job. Thank God it did not happen. On Sunday, about 24 alt-right appeared at a rally in Washington, D.C. So the alt-right are the people with no mask on. You see who they are, and they're out there protesting their whiteness, and they have a right to do that. And you're going to see this Antifa people coming in and attacking, and they're all dressed up in dark black. And you can always tell which is the wrong side because the blacks are joining forces with them. Not all, but most black people choose evil over good. They really do. And I want to bring it to your attention so you can help correct black people. On Sunday, about 24 alt-right appeared at a rally in Washington, D.C., while 150 to 200 Antifa members showed up, along with hundreds of liberals against the whites. So the Black Panthers can go out and hold their fists shouting Black Power. Nobody bother them. White people don't show up to try to stop them. White people go out for white power, whether you agree with it or not, and they get attacked. What a mess. We can't have this in my country. I want my country back. This is from Twitter. Antifa shot fireworks at cops and journalists in D.C. Officers used pepper spray. So they showed up for a rally. They had the permit for the rally. And the people dressed in black showed up to stop the folks from having their rally. And it's this evil. It is outright evil. This is America. And one side who hate good doesn't have the right to take away the freedom of those who are standing for what they believe in. And then if you notice, there was hundreds of people showing up. Between 150 and 200 people showed up to stop the people with permit to have the rally. Fox News' report on the Unite the Right to rally in D.C.
What was at times a chaotic scene, the Unite the Right rally, started essentially when this group of about 24, maybe a little bit more, white nationalists arrived on a metro train, and they were escorted by police. As they were being escorted through the streets, the counter-protesters around them, the group got bigger and bigger and bigger, and it really started to snowball. There was a little bit of a commotion once they got to the turn to get onto Pennsylvania Avenue, because the only ones that the police wanted to let through were these Unite the Right 2 protesters.
And I want to once again take note that the radical ones, the evil ones, the ones who are wrong and should not be there, are hiding their faces. And they're hiding their faces because they are thugs, they are criminals, they are evil. And they're very violent, destructive people. But the liberal media is not going to tell you that. They're going to pretend the white people who are showing their faces are the evil ones. They also wanted to be in Charlottesville, but weren't the alt-right people, the Unite the Right to rally people wanted to be in Charlottesville, but were not allowed a permit. They would not give these people a permit. Here we go.
This Unite the Right movement, they wanted to replay their rally, if you will, in Charlottesville, Virginia, the site of last year's violence, but they weren't given a permit this year. That's why they moved it to Washington, D.C.
Right, and they had the event, but it was very, very lightly attended.
How long are we going to allow the children of the lie to attack and stop freedom on the right? Are we just going to sit back and be afraid forever and let them take over like that? It's insane. On Saturday, the Great White Hope, President Trump tweeted, the riots in Charlottesville a year ago resulted in senseless death and division. We must come together as a nation. I condemn all types of racism and acts of violence. Peace to all Americans. I remember that. This is from CNN. CNN claimed that was a departure from his comments a year ago. But CNN is lying because a year ago, I remember the president saying that we need love and there's good and bad on both sides and we need to come together. CNN is so deceiving. Last year, at the same time, Trump tweeted, we all must be united and condemn all that hate stands for. There is no place for this kind of violence in America. Let's come together as one. And when you see the article, I want you to know that CNN did not mention Antifa in their article. It's all evil, folks. We got to wake up, the folks who are on the side of good, and fight with the truth against those who are on the side of evil. And that's just the way it is. You have all races and colors on the side of evil, male and females. You have all races on the side of good. male and female of all colors. It's no longer this lie of racism. And some black people are starting to wake up. They are hearing the truth now about what's happening. They love this president. 29% of blacks are now supporting him. They are waking up because this president, the great white hope, is a good example. And that's what we need more of, men and women who are living examples of good. They have faith in God, and they have become that. And they are a living example. This president is. Unlike the fallen Messiah, Barack Hussein Obama, a disgusting human being, an evil man. We have Omarosa coming up for you. She's at it. What an evil, nasty, dirty woman. The president called her a dog. And she is a dog. Anyone who would turn on you after you've given them help along the way and they go out and turn on you is a dog. Anyone, man or woman, it doesn't matter. How can you turn on people who helped you along the way? You might not agree later on, but to turn on them is evil. You cannot be trusted.